why chasing people pushes them away, and how to flip the script. Have you ever noticed that the harder you try to hold on to someone, the faster they seem to slip away? The more messages you send, the less they respond. The more interest you show, the more they ignore you. This isn't a coincidence. You're simply playing your cards wrong. But that ends today. What if I told you there's a way to turn the tables? A way to make them chase you instead, feeling desperate for your attention. This isn't about manipulation or cheap tricks. It's about timeless, stoic principles that, when applied correctly, will make you truly irresistible. Get ready, because I'm about to show you how to make them come to you, how to make them crave your presence and seek your approval. This isn't just theory, it's a proven strategy. The harsh truth: neediness kills attraction. The moment you start begging for attention, you lose value instantly. At some point, you've probably felt the urge to chase after someone, whether it's a romantic partner, a friend, or even a colleague. It's an almost instinctive reaction when we feel like we're losing something we value. But here's the problem. Every time you show neediness, you lower your worth in their eyes. The law of effort: why people value. What's here it may sound harsh, but it's reality. Desperation doesn't attract, it repels. When you seek approval or affection too eagerly, you push people away rather than drawing them in. Your value should never depend on others. Stoic philosophy is clear on this. Your worth should never be tied to someone else's validation. If you allow your self-esteem to be dictated by another person's behavior, you're handing over your power. And that's exactly what creates anxiety, insecurity, and emotional dependence, the very things that destroy relationships. Have you ever seen a desperate person be truly attractive? Of course not. Humans are wired to value what is scarce, what is difficult to obtain. Respect and admiration come from emotional self-sufficiency, not from begging for crumbs of attention. It's a fact. The more you chase, the smaller you seem. Stop chasing. Start attracting. Instead of running after people, hold your ground. Respect yourself. Show that you don't need their approval to feel good about yourself. You'll notice something incredible. People will start respecting and valuing you more, because Stoicism teaches that true happiness comes from within, from your own self-respect, not from how quickly someone texts you back or how much attention they give you. By embracing this mindset, you shift the power dynamic in your relationships. You stop being the one who chases, begs, or seeks attention, and instead become someone who attracts, commands respect, and makes others value your presence. The hidden power of scarcity. When you stop desperately seeking attention, the entire world sees you differently. The less available you are, the more valuable you become. Why? Because people naturally desire what is rare and difficult to obtain. If you're always available, always responding instantly, always ready to please, you become predictable, common, and less attractive. But when you set boundaries and show that your time and attention must be earned, people start craving your presence. This isn't about arrogance or playing childish games. It's about demonstrating self-respect. People admire those who have a strong sense of self, who prioritize their own growth instead of obsessing over what others think. The ultimate shift: focus on your own growth. Instead of worrying about whether someone is paying attention to you, start investing in yourself. Read more books, improve your skills, train your body, set clear goals, and achieve them. When you prioritize your personal evolution, you naturally become more attractive. Your value rises not because you begged for attention, but because you became someone worth noticing. Do you ever noticed how we tend to value what requires effort to obtain? This isn't a coincidence. It's basic psychology. If you're always available, responding instantly, dropping everything for someone else's approval, your value plummets. But when you make people earn your time, you create intrigue and desire. People start wondering, what is so important in their life that they're not always available. And just like that, they start chasing you instead. Final thought. Your power lies in not needing validation, in focusing on your own path instead of obsessing over others. That's the secret to becoming truly magnetic. Stop chasing, start growing, and watch as the world begins to chase you. 1. Master yourself, the only true control. Stoic psychology teaches one fundamental truth. The only thing you can truly control is yourself, your decisions, your time, and your energy. By choosing to invest your energy only in relationships, activities, and projects that genuinely add value to your life, you naturally exude confidence and strength. These are irresistible qualities that draw people towards you. 2. Control your emotions to maintain power. One of the core lessons of Stoicism is maintaining absolute control over your emotions. Every time you allow emotions, especially negative ones like anger, jealousy, or despair, to dominate you, you automatically lose power over the situation and the people involved. During a breakup or rejection, strong emotions naturally arise. If left unchecked, they can drive impulsive and regrettable decisions. Emotional self-control is essential if you want to reclaim your self-worth and be seen as strong and admirable. Think about it. Every emotional outburst signals weakness, insecurity, and dependence traits that instantly diminish respect and influence in any relationship. On the other hand, when you remain calm, respond thoughtfully, and project stability, people perceive you as emotionally mature, increasing your attractiveness. Practicing Stoic philosophy in such moments can be your greatest ally. Emotions themselves aren't the problem. It's allowing them to dictate your actions that leads to self-destruction. Instead of reacting impulsively, observe your emotions, acknowledge them and accept them, but never act under their immediate influence. By mastering your emotions, you send a powerful signal to the world. No one has control over you except yourself. This approach not only prevents you from making mistakes you'll regret, but also elevates your level of emotional maturity in the eyes of others. People are naturally repelled by those who lack self-control because it creates uncertainty and tension. When you master your emotions, you'll notice a radical shift in how others perceive you, significantly increasing your value. 3. Use silence as your greatest weapon. Silence is one of the most powerful tools in your arsenal, especially when seeking to regain your value in someone's eyes. In a world addicted to constant noise, immediate responses, and perpetual availability, silence is a rare and valuable asset. Stoic philosophy emphasizes the importance of silence as a strategy for maintaining dignity, calmness, and self-control. When you choose silence, you send a clear and powerful message. You are not desperate, nor do you need external validation to feel secure. Instead of begging for attention or chasing answers, step back with elegance. This unexpected move is unsettling to the other person, who likely expected a reactive, emotional response. When you don't give them that, they start questioning their own decisions, wondering if they made the right choice in distancing themselves. Silence is not about manipulation. It's about reclaiming your personal power. It makes you more attractive because people are naturally drawn to what is scarce and what presents a challenge. Your absence will create uncertainty, curiosity, and ultimately, renewed interest. The next time you feel the impulse to send a message or make a call to seek attention, pause. Master your impulses and strengthen your value through strategic silence. Let them notice your absence, question what you are doing, and see you as someone who commands respect. 4. Become your best version. If you want someone to value your presence and wonder why you distanced yourself, focus on becoming the best version of yourself. Stoicism teaches that the key is not to change for others, but to refine yourself, to naturally attract what you deserve. When someone distances themselves from you, the natural reaction is to question what went wrong and how to win them back. But the real answer always lies within growth and evolution. If you want to capture someone's attention, redirect your energy towards self-improvement. Set personal goals, adopt healthy habits, and pursue your dreams with passion. Improve the areas of your life you may have neglected, your physical health, personal development, or financial stability. Personal growth is the most powerful tool for regaining interest because it shows ambition, confidence, and independence. People are naturally drawn to those who radiate self-sufficiency, energy, and determination. Of course, this process involves discomfort. You must break old habits and push through challenges. But remember, behind every discomfort lies growth. If you dedicate your focus to building an attractive and purposeful life, the inevitable result is that others will start to notice your transformation. The message you send will be clear. Your worth does not depend on whether someone is in your life or not. Ironically, when you stop focusing on pleasing or convincing someone, that's when you actually regain their attention and admiration. Shift the focus from others to yourself. In conclusion, making someone value you, miss you, or even desire you again doesn't depend on how much effort you put into chasing their attention. It depends on how much effort you invest in becoming the best version of yourself. By embracing the Stoic principles we've explored, you'll understand that your real power lies in your serenity, your ability to let go of what you cannot control, and your focus on what is within your grasp. Discipline your emotions, refine your mindset, and make intentional decisions. At the end of the day, the respect you project for yourself will be the same respect you receive from others. The outer world is simply a reflection of your inner world. If you want to be irresistible, if you want someone to miss you, or if you simply want to command attention, stop looking outward for validation. Instead, cultivate unshakable self-worth from within. Remember, you don't need to prove your value to anyone. What you truly need is to live your life with purpose, tranquility, and authenticity. The more genuine and balanced you become, the more naturally magnetic you will be. Apply these principles today. Leave desperation behind and embrace your inner peace. And watch as, without making noise or effort, you naturally attract everything you desire. Because in the end, as the great Stoic said, the greatest power is not in controlling others, but in mastering your own mind.